Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a long time. I don't really have a purely genuine excuse other than sometimes I really hate dealing with my camera. Like I don't want to pull out the tripod and get it adjusted. It's just too much. So for now, I'm going to be recording a lot of my content on my webcam because it's just easier for me. If I have to deal with that camera and that tripod all the time, it's just I'm not going to be recording content. So I've just decided to do it on my webcam. But enough of that. I want to get straight into my topic because this is a topic that I've wanted to address for some time now, but I really didn't know how to address it. And to be honest, I really still don't know how to address it, but we're just going to jump into it, guys. The Oppression Olympics. I'm going to put the word somewhere here. The Oppression Olympics. So I can't remember when I first heard this term, but I know it was on Twitter because all great things and sometimes wretched things come from Twitter. So you follow me on Twitter. I'm going to put my handle right here. But I saw someone tweet about the Oppression Olympics, and I was thinking to myself, what is that? That sounds interesting, the Oppression Olympics. And it is exactly how it sounds. It's basically in layman's terms, when a particular group of people are pretty much trying to, it's not funny, guys, was pretty much trying to outdo the other with, I guess, the oppression that they have. And it happens in all different kinds of subcultures. I have been privy to conversations where, I have heard Black people argue that, we have more going on and we have more issues than, the LGBTQ community. And then I have heard, the LGBT community say, well, no, you guys can do this, you guys can do that. Like, we have this going on. So it's almost like this competition, like, no, I'm less than you. And it's like, no, I'm less than you. That's like essentially what the Oppression Olympics is. But I'm not going to talk about it from that standpoint. The biggest way I see it constantly is between Black men and Black women. And it is the saddest thing ever. It's like anytime a Black man or a Black woman is expressing whatever issues they may have, especially when it's between each other, like, that particular group has issues with each other, it's always somebody that has to come and wrap around. Like, well, no, think about this, and no misogyny, and no gold diggers, and no single moms, and no, but the men left. It's like this back and forth thing of like, I'm more oppressed and you did it. No, I'm more oppressed, but you did it. When at the end of the day, guys, we're literally all in this together. We're all Black. We're all Black. And I mean, we should identify with just being Black first. I don't know if I'm going to like make some of y'all mad, but it's like our skin color is the most predominant thing. Not saying that a Black woman doesn't have issues that are unique to her. Not saying that a Black man doesn't have issues that are unique to them. The point is, we're all Black at the end of the day. And a lot of our issues that we have all have the same origin. And we know what that origin is. The origin is our history. The origin is how we were brought over here. The origin is the systems that are set up and are still set up today that affect us. That's the origin. So when we sit up and we debate back and forth on who has it worse, and no, you're fine because you're a man, and he's saying no, you're fine because you can get welfare. It's like this never ending competition to go back and forth about things. And then here's the other thing. The idea of, well, we can't get along because, me as a Black woman, I'm saying, well, I can't get along with you Black men because this is what you have done as a Black man. And then, a Black man saying, well, I can't get along with you Black woman because this is what you have done to me as a Black woman. What we need to remember is that both Black men and Black women have done things to each other. Both of us have made decisions. If it's, a woman choosing to have her man out the house for her welfare, or picking the government assistance over a man. If it's a Black man running off, not taking care of his kids. The point is, we both have done things to each other. And I hate to sound cynical because I know I'm told sometimes I can be kind of like cynical about things. But the bottom line is we're humans. And a lot of times we make decisions based on survival, based on our emotions. So when we sit here and we're going back and forth about who has it worse because of what the other group did, we need to take into account the circumstances that are going on. This is not to excuse any black woman for messed up things that she might do, or any black man for messed up things that he might do. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. But the point is, a lot of times we make decisions based on the particular circumstances. And when you think about historically, the things that have went on, I see this a lot in this argument about black men that love women from other races. And it's always like this, well, you guys don't like us and you guys this and this and that. When you have to consider, we're talking about, we've been made to feel inferior for so long. I can even remember me being younger having a certain preference as to a certain skin color that I preferred. If you guys know where I'm going with this, it's not something that I deal with now, but I remember being younger and that's what I wanted. But I had to think about the images that I saw when I was a child and what was kind of pushed at me. And I hate to sound like the old society. I had a English teacher my senior year. Her name was Mrs. Blankenship. And it was so funny because we would have debates. I took AP English. So we would read books and we would have to have like debates and talk about, the book and what we got from it. And I swear, Miss Blankenship, it was always society. And we used to tease her because we already knew whenever Miss Blankenship was going to make her point about the book, she was always going to blame society. And we were like, here you go, society. But like, I grew up like, wait, like it's really society though. It's really the things that have been indoctrinated in us. The things that, a lot of stuff, we don't even realize it. Y'all, I work at a school. I had a student today, a black boy. He's 13 years old. He's over there saying that he does not like black girls. So I ignored it at first. I was like, I'm not even gonna entertain this. And he says it again. So finally I come and I'm like, why you don't like black girls? And then he's like, well, it's not necessarily that I don't like black girls. I just don't like dark-skinned black girls. I prefer like light-skinned girls or Hispanic girls. Y'all, I was floored because this boy is 13 years old. I'm like, how? How do you have this preference already? It really confused me that he even felt that way. But I had to think about the images that he sees. So I asked him, is it because of what you see the rappers, like the girls that are in the rap videos? Is it because of your favorite rappers and the type of women that they're into? Is that the reason why you have a preference? But I had to seriously ask him and question him about the origin of that. And the bottom line is, a lot of us as black men and black women, that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with internalized hatred that we don't even realize where it comes from or why. Again, I'm not perfect. I deal with it too. It's something that I have to work on all the time. So my thing is, when we're always in competition with each other, when we always want to blame this, blame him, or I'm blaming black women, take a time to realize that we are all suffering from the same disease and we all have the same symptoms. So it just doesn't benefit us to go back and forth like, I have it worse. No, I have it worse. No, you actually have it better because of this. No, you have it better because of this. It just doesn't benefit us. And I'm not saying that we don't have to have those conversations. Let me just say this, because one thing I noticed about YouTube and social media, people add their own stuff into it. If I say, you can say something, then somebody like, oh, so you're saying no. I'm saying exactly what's coming out of my mouth. I'm not saying that black women don't have experiences and struggles that are unique to black women. I'm not saying that black men don't have struggles and experiences that are unique to black men. I'm not saying that black men don't do things to give black women struggles. I'm not saying that black women don't do things that give black men things. We all do things to each other. We all have struggles. What I'm saying is trying to outdo one another, trying to like pretty much overtalk another person's experiences is insane to me, guys. And we have to work on that. It's like we're both sick. We're both patients in this hospital called America. And instead of us trying to work together to find a cure, you know, we just out here. No, I'm sicker than you. No, I'm sicker than you. Okay, how about we agree that we both got a lot going on? We both got some things that we need to work on, and we can try to maybe find some solutions together. I mean, that's all I'm saying. So that's pretty much my video that I have for you guys. I like this. I like this setup. I don't really know how my audio is going to sound because I know my audio on my webcam is not the best. But y'all, I just don't want to deal with my camera. I just don't. This is just so much more easier. And then the video is already on my Mac, so I can just rock and roll. So I love this. This is probably going to be the format that I am going to use. I hope you guys are okay with this. If not, sorry, I'm still going to do it. So y'all just going to have to deal with it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, wait. If you are a black woman, I challenge you to say something positive to a black man on social media and in person. So if you go to work, not your family members. Well, nah, we ain't gonna do your family members. I don't want you to do your family members. I want you to do like a black man at work. Or if you're out there in a store and you see a black man, I want you to say something positive. And the same thing with black men. If you're a black man, I want you to say something positive to a black woman, you know, on social media and also out there in person at work, at Walmart, at Kroger, Publix, HEB, wherever you are. That's my challenge to you guys. So, like this video. And now we're going to get into that. Subscribe, share,